Hey, Gary here with you, day 69, AI blogging. Inside of Google Search Console, you can see here going back starting at Sunday, April 16, when we started this crazy journey. You can see now we have amassed 6.87K, 6,000, over 6,000, headed to 7,000 impressions from the content that we have created with the AI. With ChatGPT and Koala, we have created pages, and we have 83 pages and posts indexed over at universeunriddled.com. And if we were to go back to performance and take a look at some of our queries here and go ahead and sort by impressions, I want to take a look at this one right here, how to remember the planets. Going to copy that into the buffer. And of course, this is the page right here. Post, how to memorize the planets, 91 impressions, 1 click. That gives us a 1% CTR on an average position of 50.9. At this point in the video, let's go back to ChatGPT and ask it, how can you help me with the plugins that I have enabled to improve my technical SEO of my blog? I have the Web Pilot plugin and the SEO analysis plugin enabled, and it has given me what each plugin can do, and then it says here's how you can use these plugins. Start by using the Web Pilot plugin to visit each page on your blog. Look for any issues that could be affecting your SEO, such as broken links or missing images. Fix these issues as soon as possible. Next, use the SEO analysis tool to analyze the SEO of each page. Enter the URL of the page and the keyword you want to rank for, which we grabbed that keyword right here. And the page, if you remember, is this one, memorize the planets. We'll go ahead and click and that'll copy it to the clipboard. We're going to take that back and we are going to put that information in here. And we are going to just ask it very nicely. I'm simply just going to start with this instruction. This may not be as precise as it needs to be, but I need a starting point, and this is where we're going to start. Using this keyword, how to remember the planets, for this URL, the URL of the blog post for how to memorize the planets. Please improve my technical SEO of the blog using the plugins the way you recommended. We are going to send that message, hit go like I always like to say, and see what we get back. This is really the only way to get what you want from the plugins, from ChatGPT, utilizing the plugins. Ask it what it can do, and then have it do it, even if it means just starting with, like I said, just a basic concept of use this keyword, use this blog post, and then do what you said you could do, and then take that feedback and then adjust and go forward from there. So you can see here, based on the SEO analysis, here are some recommendations to improve the technical SEO of your blog post. Keyword usage. The keyword, how to remember the planets, is not fully present in the URL, the title, the meta description, and the body of the content. Consider incorporating the full keyword in these areas to improve relevancy for search engines. Meta description, H1 and H2 tags, body content, sitemap, robot.txt, load speed. Remember, SEO is not just about incorporating keywords, it's also about providing value and relevant content to your audience. Keep creating high quality content that answers your audience questions and solves their problems. So then we'll just move on and say, great, thanks. Based on recommendation number 1, please make suggestions for this and just see what we get. Again, we're utilizing the AI assistant here. We're also learning as we go through this process. Understand that you may or may not be an SEO expert. If you are, then you're wasting your time watching this video, most likely. But the point here is, we are learning how to use the AI to assist us in figuring out the things that we don't know. More importantly, or probably bigger than learning things that we don't know, is letting the AI assistant act as a helper and help us figure out the things that we need to accomplish based upon asking questions, based upon saying, hey, take a look at this, double check it, see what I missed, give me some suggestions, and then let's try to implement those suggestions and move forward and see how we can make some changes. Sure, here are some suggestions to better incorporate the keyword, how to remember the planets in various parts of your blog post. The URL, your content URL, consider changing it. Well, we're not going to do that because that is one of the keywords. It's not the primary keyword. It's just the keyword that Google is showing our content for. It's an LSI keyword. Our root keyword is actually how to memorize the planets. And this is a mistake I made at the beginning of this analysis, understanding that when I ask it and it's giving me this information so we know it works, it looked at the URL and said, the keyword you're going for, how to remember the planets, isn't your URL. It's how to memorize the planets. But we're okay. But it did give us some important information here about if we were to change the URL, that it would require a 301 redirect from the old URL to maintain any existing SEO value. Most people call this link juice, right? Then title. Your current title is simple trick how to memorize the planets in order. Again, the root keyword, the primary keyword we were going for when we wrote that blog post was how to memorize the planets, not how to remember the planets. But it's an LSI keyword and we are ranking for it and we got to click for it. So this really isn't something we need to change. This is just something that we need to understand based upon when we give it input. Again, being precise and understanding that I made a mistake. The AI, based upon the input I gave it, gave me a recommendation. And then we can move forward with that and say, oh, you're right. No, never mind. We're good. That's my bad. And then we can go here and we can say, okay, now we know the meta description, the H1 and H2 tags, the body content, the sitemap. Of course, the sitemap going way back in this case study, we didn't have a traditional sitemap with Grooveblog, so that's always going to be a problem. And here it just says that the robot.txt is correctly configured, so we're good to go. Also here, the load speed of the page is good, so there's nothing to do there. But now we have discovered using the AI tool that it does work. It does know what it's talking about. We just have to make sure that we give it the precise information. And at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to redo this. And we are going to say, great, thanks. Now using the keyword, how to memorize the planets for this URL. Again, how to memorize the planets is the actual keyword we were going for. We're going to see what results the AI gives us and see if the result is better. So it's using the SEO Core AI plugin. It's going out, it's pulling down the information from the page again. And then it's going to provide us the information and it's going to give us the recommendations. Now here you can see that we have moved to the correct keyword and you can see that the keyword usage is present in the URL and the title, just like what we went for when we first created the post. But when we started the analysis, we picked the wrong keyword and you can see, however, though, it is not present in the meta description. So we definitely need to fix that. And then you can see number 2, it says meta description, your current meta description, it gives it and it says consider changing it to learn how to memorize the planets, order with fun mnemonics and memory tricks. So we can go, we can do that right now, which we will. You can see the H1 and the H2 tag recommendations. Again, the body content, the sitemap, the robot.txt, and the load speed. And we can take this even further by asking it at any point, okay, give me more suggestions. Okay, let's shift focus of SEO and then say, give me all recommendations for SEO, not just technical SEO. And at this point, you're kind of making assumptions for the AI or your assistant when you say just technical SEO, because then it's just going to go and it's going to say, okay, technical SEO. Absolutely. Here are some comprehensive SEO recommendations that cover both technical and non-technical aspects of SEO, which then break up the two different sort of ideas of SEO, technical SEO, non-technical SEO. And then you can see here, keyword optimization. Again, we're back to that meta description, content quality, internal linking, mobile optimization, page speed. Then as it continues, you can see now it's talking about backlinks, social signals, user experience, and then to make sure that you regularly update your content to keep it fresh. And then, of course, as always, remember SEO is a long-term strategy, This is day 69 inside of our 100-day case study, and it takes time to see results. Be patient and consistent with your efforts. Back to this being day 69, tomorrow being day 70, we are still creating content. We are still in the phase where we're creating content. Out of these 100 days, our goal was to get to 100 blog posts minimum, and we're going to hit that mark, and we'll keep working on this. If you're having fun and you're learning and you have been using the AI assistant, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you've been doing with your AI assistant and your chat buddy. I would love to hear what you're doing and the results that you have found so far. And also what day you're in. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next update. Bye.